We've all seen this child, sitting at the desk, looking at the page, but struggling to stay present for more than a few minutes. The default reaction is to look for external causes. We blame a lack of willpower, a lack of discipline, or too much screen time. Our medical model often follows this lead, waiting for these daily struggles to escalate into a visible crisis before we think to step into a clinic. When focus is framed solely as a behavioral choice, the child's internal biology often remains an invisible part of the story. But what if this chronic distraction isn't a sign of rebellion? What if we are looking at a child who is physically depleted? There is a specific nutritional deficit that hides in plain sight, frequently mimicking the symptoms of bad behavior. That deficit is an extreme lack of iron. In Indian pediatrics, iron deficiency is one of the most common yet underdiagnosed conditions. Its symptoms are often misread as simple fatigue or a lack of interest in schoolwork. To address these behavioral signals, we have to look past the classroom and look into the blood. This starts with a concept we call body wonder. A child is a single interconnected system where organs far apart are in constant communication. There is a direct biological pathway connecting the nutrients in the stomach to the brain's cognitive function. Iron acts as a mandatory building block. Without it, the body cannot synthesize essential neurotransmitters. This completed structure is dopamine, the brain's primary pay-attention chemical. When iron levels drop, the assembly line stops. The brain's dopamine production crashes. This internal chemical drop-off is what creates the brain fog, the exhaustion, and the vanishing attention span we see at the surface. A child cannot simply decide to focus if their body lacks the raw mineral materials required to manufacture that focus. This is a quiet deficiency. The neurological impact happens long before the child looks sick in a traditional sense. Data shows a high prevalence of iron deficiency among school-going children in India, marking it as a widespread biological challenge. Despite these numbers, standard pediatric visits often focus on weight and growth, leaving iron status unexamined. Without targeted screening, these biological signals remain unread. Many children labeled as unmotivated are actually struggling with an untreated nutritional shortfall. Currently, a child's life is split into silos: the home, the school, and the clinic. Parents see the mood and sleep habits at home. Teachers see the stamina and board work at school. These observations are rarely connected. Because the data is fragmented, a pediatrician might only see the child once a symptom has become a crisis. SKIDS is built on a different philosophy. Notice early, understand whole, act calmly. This is the move toward continuous, proactive care. By merging home observations with school performance, we can catch biological failures, like low iron, before they derail a child's development. This system creates a continuous pathway, connecting daily habits to academic performance and clinical validation. Whole child screening ensures that biological deficits are treated as medical needs rather than being managed as behavioral flaws. We encourage parents to move away from frustration. Do not wait for a crisis. Start with calm observation. Every growing child is an interconnected system. To help them reach their potential, we must feed the blood to fix the focus.